glad to have you back with us. Listen, do you need something good to watch this weekend? Well, how about you tune into the roots of a revolutionary? In this Sunrise Film Friday, we are learning about Tosh Town, origin of a rebel Wailer, a moving new mini docuseries exploring the early life of reggae legend Tosh in Belmont, Westmoreland. We're joined this morning by his daughter and co-director, Nyambe Tosh, to talk about preserving his legacy and promoting cultural tourism through storytelling and music. Welcome, Nyambe.
A very good morning, Nyambe.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for having me this morning.
How are you? Listen, I grew up on Tosh music because my brother, Sammy, he played his songs every day. And
Lovely.
He knew him personally too, so I mean, you can just imagine. So I'm excited to talk to you this morning. What was it like directing such a personal and historically rich story, especially you being his daughter, Nyambe?
It was such an amazing project. You know, it was so important for us as the legacy to continue to be the storytellers about my dad. And so I really enjoyed the process of working with an amazing group of people that really helped get the story out, make it fun, make it engaging, and keep it entertaining. There's a lot of people that want to know about the legacy at this point in time, and so I'm excited that this is the first of just many projects.
I had a chance to look at it just last night, and it's so interesting, and I feel like so many of those stories I didn't hear really in that way, so I know it's going to be a really good watch. The series explores Tosh's early life in Belmont as well. How did that specific environment and community shape the activist and the artist that he eventually became?
You know, he was a country boy, and you know, when he came to Kingston, he was raised in the church. That was what I would say that Belmont, which is in the Bluefields communities, is what we are now branding as Tosh Town, because that was his garden of inspiration. That was the place that he would go, that he was raised in, where he had that like sanctuary almost to really help form his creativity, that kind of, that peaceful, I think, that mind. And then to come to Kingston and to see, you know, a whole different life that existed here, and both very much, you know, in the sense of struggle and identifying what people had to go through in different ways, I really believe formed just his, formed where his inspiration came from. And Tosh Town also aims to just bring people, you know, we have the Tosh Museum in Kingston, but we want to also let people know that his Belmont, his home community, is definitely a place that the world needs to come and experience.
Absolutely. I want to see a bit of it, and we're going to show our audience a little bit of it now. Let us check it out.
Yes.
Don't criticize it.
I personally think that Tosh is just one of them God picnic. We say, me I have you for a special purpose. Come, my son, go to the world, preach to the world.
Tosh was a teacher and will always be a teacher. That Tosh do things what other guys don't do and don't say, are afraid to say. That's why I like his teachings.
Tosh was one of those that was chanting down apartheid before it became this fashionable. A rebel named Tosh did that.
And the good thing about Peter now, he had a medium in order to magnify, which, was reggae music.
Everything that he is now being recognized for is in reggae music. He's so deserving.
Don't criticize it.
You know, I can just imagine what's going to happen in Tosh's town, Tosh Town, because that song that he sang, Legalize It, if he was alive today.
My gosh.
I mean, you can just well imagine. So I can imagine the scenes and sights and scents of Tosh Town. I want to tell us, what do you think the impact will be on those in the community in terms of, cultural pride and community development when it's now rebranded as Tosh Town? What do you
Yeah,
think?
one of the aims, one of the aims, we have the Peter Tosh Foundation, which is a nonprofit entity where Peter Tosh Town is actually an initiative out of the foundation aiming to, build a socially responsible tourist destination out of Peter Tosh Town and really use the community to help develop bring in tourism and bring in opportunities in a very socially responsible way. So when I reached out to the community and connected with different community leaders, they were super excited around the idea of kind of branding this part of the community as Peter Tosh Town. We actually had his 80th Earth Strong there. Which is October 19th last year. And the community just was super excited that, we're aiming to make sure that not only will people celebrate his legacy at the Peter Tosh Museum in Kingston, but now the world will also make sure they visit Westmoreland and learn more about the birthplace, well, the origin of Peter.
No, that's great.
Yes, yes.
I want to talk to you really quickly about, with today's audience, especially younger generations, discovering his legacy through this series. What message do you most want them to carry forward from his life and work?
That music and our words are very powerful. Music is a weapon that we can use to really uplift and change our environment. And it's a weapon that is much more received often than just talk. So music has that power, and I would love for the young people to understand that, if we were to use our voices more to uplift one another, to fight for righteous change, we literally can come together and really change the world. And so using your voice as a tool to uplift your community, to uplift the others is so important.
Jah is my light and my salvation. So that's my go-to song, I don't know what's yours, but that song.
I do want to know, Nyam, if anybody watching, where can they catch this docuseries and give it all their attention?
We are on the official Peter Tosh YouTube page. So Peter Tosh on YouTube, you can definitely find us. If you type in Peter Tosh Town, you can definitely find us. And it's a 4-part series.
No,
Awesome,
it's great.
awesome.
Great.
Awesome,
Thank you
great.
so much for being with us this morning. I think it's amazing what you're doing and continuing to keep this legacy alive and well.
Yes.
Really, really awesome.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right,
Yes.
our guest this morning was Nyambe Tosh, daughter of Peter Tosh and steward of his global legacy. Thank you so much for taking us on that powerful journey, and I really hope everybody checks out that mini docuseries.
Yes.
All right, from rebels to rhythms, next up, we move into movement with the 42nd season of La Cadco. You won't, they are not that movement, sir. You don't want to miss ice with it, no?